Thanks, Mayor, for giving me some time on the agenda tonight. Again, just maybe a quick comment relevant to the last discussion that from the county perspective, we called an interlocal meeting earlier in the summer. We came together in agreement to form a committee to continue looking at some interlocal agreements between possibly what might happen out north and whatnot. We've had one meeting and that's kind of stalled out on a meeting. There was discussion whether the city wanted to continue. Even from the county's perspective, we actually talked about this in council meeting last night, and we're strongly encourage the city to stay at the table with us and continue working on that interlocal. So whatever happens out there can be done together. We can work together on it, make it the best possible for the citizens of Wasatch County. And especially from my perspective, Heber City is a resident of Heber City. So anyway, I'm here tonight. This past summer, there was discussion. I guess it kind of started with all of the hoopla with Bonanza Flats and the open space there and whatnot, but we had citizens that began talking about open space and the desire for open space, and even some encouraging the possibility of putting a bond election on the earliest possible date to see if the taxpayers would be willing to pay money to help purchase or buy open space. June 7th of this year, it was a county council discussion item about open space relevant to this, and in that meeting we determined that we would like to reinstitute our open land board. We actually, way back in 2002, put some in the 1632 in our count code. It's called the land preservation section of the code. And in that it talks about land preservation and TDRs and some things that we can do as a county to help facilitate preserving of open space in the county and so forth. And so as part of that, we put together, or that code in 1632 talked about creating an open lands board. And at that point, it went that far and it never did get created. Councilwoman Franco was part of that process back in 2002, was familiar with some of the things that happened, but the board never did get organized and go any further than that. The things that we added to our code, nothing's really happened. There's been no TDR, a lot of figure it won't work. Some places it does, not very. But anyway, those are just some efforts that we made as a council to try to do that. So anyway, what I presented to you tonight, and what we'd like you to consider, is interlocal agreement between Wasatch County and Heber City and Midway. There's been a lot of discussion the last month or so in Midway. They even at one point considered doing some bonding and to facilitate open land preservation in Midway in their community. And in their latest discussion, my understanding is that they thought that it would be better facilitated to work together on a county-wide basis involving Midway and Heber and the county, so that we can do this in concert and do it together. And so anyway, we've got this draft of Open Lands Interlocal Agreement. We'd like to get this board kicked off as soon as possible, within the next month or so at least. If you look on and you can read through this. I don't know whether it's on your agenda in a way that you could pass this, or that you might have some changes.
This discussion looked like probably like to do is have the council go back and read it for the next week. Right. On my agenda for the 5th.
The following, yeah.
I'd like to have my city attorney look at it too. And that way we'll have it ready to put for adoption.
Okay. And this is just a draft. It's a draft at our level too, so we might even still have some changes. So maybe it's something we need to work together. But if you look on page 3. Organizational structure, the board that this draft puts together, and you might have some ideas of a different board structure that we need to talk about. With those 2 members appointed by the county council, Heber City Council representative, a Midway Council representative, board members representative from Chamber of Commerce, board members from citizens at large, and then some other things there. So anyway, as you look it over, we would ask you to consider this, offer suggestions or ideas that maybe would tweak this interlocal agreement. But we can move forward with this open land board. I guess part of it will be the decision whether it's councils, we put it on an upcoming election, or whether we let the citizens push for that, or whatever. But we ought to work together to decide where are these open lands going to be, where are we going to, what makes the most sense, and how are we going to work together to try to keep on that thing. So, any questions?
I'll just kind of revisit just a little bit of history here. And Kendall, I'm just so excited that finally WOLB, the Wasatch Open Lands Board, we tried to think of a better acronym, we couldn't think of one all those years ago. So yes, it's WOLB. But to think that you're finally here to say, yes, we want to get this board going, I'm just thrilled because I've waited, a long time to hear the county say that. As far as this MOU, right now we're including the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce, which is now the TED board. So would that need to be changed at all in this MOU, that the TED board's involved, not just the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I think as you read it over as a council and discuss, again, this is a draft, it's still a draft on our level too. And I don't know what input Midway might have to it. Maybe we need your representative from all three look at this and put together the final version that then we can all vote on each of the councils. We need to do that as quickly as possible so we can get it kicked off and going.
Well, Ryan's here, and I'm just saying the Chamber of Commerce is now with.
Yeah, I think they're just using the term interchangeably. I think they could have said an economic development representative or a Chamber of Commerce. Chamber sometimes just is easier to say.
Okay,
but
they were separate. So.
And again, I'm sure some of those items are up for discussion.
Well, how much do you think the county wants to change this before we want to get it started next month?
We looked at it. I can't remember. I don't think we had it in this draft form. We haven't passed it in this, so I don't know that there's...
From that then.
Well, it's had a few tweaks. If you look on page 4, there's some stuff in red, and I think some new stuff that's been added. And maybe, you familiar with what happened back then. I know I have the copy that was done back then, but it's not much different.
Well, back then, we had a committee of around 30 people from all across the county, all the different entities come in and decide which was the prime space to be able to save and see what the options for saving. So I'm hopeful that can be used as a beginning point.
Well, as this moves forward, I recall, it was before I was on the council, but there was an effort made, they called it the Council of 100. And they divided the whole county up into areas, and they had representatives from each area, and then they came together. I can remember presentations over at that time, Wasatch Middle School in the gymnasium. They had, and it kind of helped the county put together their general plan at that point. And this could go as far as that committee wants to take it, to really get a good feel from the community on what they'd like to have concerning open space. So it's great. Well, like I say, these actually have to get pretty funny.
Kendall, do you think you can get a final draft to us to our package go out next Thursday?
Let me find out from Steve Farrell. I don't think we passed the 5-1 yet.
I'd like to see a final draft, Bobby. The council can probably look in now and see what changes they would like to do, and also my city attorney. We may put some ideas into it, and then...
Okay, I'll talk to Steve and see where we're at on that. So, like I say, as you meet on it, after you look it over, you might have some suggestions that we would add on to the final draft that would be talking points. So, any other questions? Thank you.